Hello Virgo, and welcome to your end of 2022 reading. I was picking up on your energy and just felt very compelled to sit down and do a reading and for you. I'm not sure why, but there's a message for you apparently. Otherwise, I would be doing something else. I am reading this, Virgo, on Christmas Eve, December 24th. But this is a reading for whenever you find yourself at this message. If it's resonating for you, the message is for you. It's for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Virgo. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest, or you can hold on to it. It may make sense in the near future, or in the future, let's just say, if it's not making sense at the moment. But this is a very specific message. It may be for someone or a group of you specifically. For Virgo. I'm not going to be doing extended readings on these end of year readings, so you'll get the full message here. And if you do like the video, please make sure to click that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It truly helps get the content out for more people to hear, as well as helping with the growth of this channel. Greatly appreciate it. Virgo, if you're familiar with my readings up to this point, you know that typically I read on the energy of your blind spots or your subconscious. Sometimes other things come in as well, but I'm just giving the style of the reading that is typically what's coming through for me. Very helpful when you're on the journey of awakening, and sometimes it's hard for us to understand messages that we're given throughout our day and making sense of things. So hopefully this will be helpful for you. And Virgo, if you would like a personal reading with me, one-on-one, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. The information is also in the description box below. So the first card out for you, Virgo, is competition. You may have spent most of your life feeling like you're in competition with life, with others. Could be someone specific. It could be a pattern that you grew up with. We also have privacy. Virgo, you do like your privacy. Let's see what else is coming up for you. There could be some busybodies around trying to get in your business. Could be somebody who is a competitor of yours or in competition to you. Could be a relative, a brother, a sister, a family member of some sort, or just organization. Virgo, you could be a business owner and you have competitive businesses, or we'll dive into this deeper. We have peace at the bottom of the deck for you. All right. So overall, you're seeking, your desire is peace. It seems as though you've been caught up in some form of competition. And it may have started up, you may have been in competition your whole life, but it's been really strong lately, and it's showing you something because you're actually playing in on that game. This is an interesting reading. I'm not even sure why I was pulled and called to read for you, Virgo, at this moment right now, but there is an important message for somebody or a group of you. Like I said, I'm just the messenger. All right. Tell me about this competition for Virgo. Ooh, yeah. This is something you've been dealing with for quite some time. And at the same time, you don't enjoy it, you don't like it, but you still play the game. And you're just kind of keeping that to yourself, how you truly feel about the entire situation. Suffering in silence. It's not enjoyable anymore. What once was possibly fun or enjoyable, maybe you got a little bit of a rise out of it, or it inspired you, you know, now it's keeping you from your inner peace. Tell me about privacy for Virgo, please. It's keeping you from living your life. Suffering in silence. This could be even on the friends. It could be... It doesn't really matter. There's someone that you're in competition with, or a group that you're in competition with. It also gives, if you expand outwards, it may be highlighting to you, third chakra, it may be highlighting to you that deep inside, subconsciously, there's this sense of just always being in competition, competing against life itself. It's your higher guidance coming through. It gets stronger and stronger and more intense until you finally have a breakthrough. And we just had the new moon in Capricorn yesterday with a lot of intense energy that is breakdown, breakthrough energy. So you either end up breaking down, which leads to a breakthrough, or there's just a giant breakthrough. Aha, I get it. And you really break through old patterns, old energy. Tell me about privacy for Virgo, please. On the floor. Okay. All right. We have memories of love and obstacles and challenges. So there's something or someone that you're truly desiring. It could be a lot, someone that you truly connected with, and maybe you're no longer. There's been some obstacles to get to, or it could be something that you truly deeply love. This could be why you're suffering in silence. You're not talking about it. You're not expressing it to anyone with the throat chakra that was showing earlier. You're keeping it to yourself. This is something very private to you. And it has caused, you've had a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges in getting to where you truly desire to be, or who you truly desire to be with. But you keep it all in. You hold it all in. It's very private. So this also tells me that you may be playing a part, playing a role that maybe you're tired of. This is an ego pattern. So we have financial and material change with organization. So I'm really getting that this is a company or a group dynamic that also holds your finances are flowing through this energy. Things are changing. Things are really moving and shifting. And underneath peace, we have fulfillment of wishes. It seems as though whatever this memory of love is, something you gave up. You gave up something for this competition, for this organization that is now changing and shifting. But it really truly is what would fulfill you. It is a wish fulfillment that brings great peace. to you and to your life. I feel a little sadness in my heart. So let's dive deeper into this for you. And organization doesn't have to be a business. It could be a group, an organized group of some sort, something been in competition with or through, very competitive. It could be sports. But it's definitely linked to your finances. So it's like you gave up something that actually you love for this organization. You gave up your inner peace for this group, which is now changing. Probably has been for the last 2 or 3 years, as everything has been. It's the one constant in life, the change. You're starting to feel differently about this competitive part of this competition you've been playing a part in. And you're really tired of suffering through it all. It's been a lot. It's taken a toll on you. It's taken a great toll on you. And it's also made it really difficult to actually move towards what would fulfill you, your wishes. But you're suddenly feeling completely opposite of the way that you used to about this. So you may have enjoyed the competition in the beginning. It may have really fueled your fire in life. All right, so in your own private mind, you are reviewing everything up until this point, and you're reviewing yourself. You're reviewing all the different characters that you've played, all the different characters that you've had to deal with through this competition. But this is more about self-analyzing, self-awareness, self-understanding. And it's a beginning. It's a page. So you're in the beginning stages of really taking an inventory of yourself and your life. And through that, you have, deep inside, your soul has been speaking to you, crying out to you. Your higher self is showing you, that you don't have to keep playing this role, this part anymore. It's really stressful. And with this change, it's like you have to let go. If you continue to hold on, it's going to continue to perpetuate the momentum. It doesn't feel good, the world. Okay, so there we go. There is a completion here with this part of your life. And it could be a big part. It could be a giant, big cycle. But there is a completion here, and I feel like you're already sensing that, you're knowing that. Which, again, brings you back to self-awareness, self-analyzing. Maybe you've been so busy you haven't, Virgos have been busy. Maybe you've been so busy that you haven't even had time to really check in with yourself and check in with your feelings. Now your perspective is beginning to change about everything. And this is usually when we start to really, I get it, I see. This is our life lessons that are really starting to unfold before our very eyes. There we go, a competition again. It just doesn't, that competition, it just doesn't give you the same thing that it once did. It actually is, nobody's playing fair anyway. Nobody's playing fair, and it's just the same old, and you're over it, Virgo. Five of Swords. This is an energy where I feel like you always thought that you were right. I know best. My way or the highway. That's also what's changing. Well, yeah, because you're not feeling it. You're not feeling it anymore. And as you analyze, well, we'll keep going. I'm right. You're wrong. I know. You don't. And all these other players are like, you know what? I don't want to play with you anymore. It's like the game is over. And sure, you may have all the swords, but what are you going to do with them now? You don't have anybody to play. There's no competition. And when you really take a giant, expansive look at it all, really you're just competing with yourself when you partake in those energies, perpetuating it over and over and over again. You may have been like blaming others and blaming the outside and blaming how life is, and that's just how life is, and it is what it is. 10 of Pentacles. There's some form of legacy that you had. This could be within your home, or this could be this organization, some kind of legacy you wanted to leave behind. But now that you're looking at it, you're like, is that really how I want to be remembered? Is this what I want to be remembered for? Always competing and having to be in the right, even though maybe you weren't always in the right. Mr. Know-It-All, Miss Know-It-All. No. Whatever's going on within this organization, Wheel of Fortune. Cycles are shifting. Things are turning. As the wheel turns, it's like you're going to continue to hang on, Virgo. Are you going to continue to hang on to the old? Or are you going to continue to hang on to your old ways? This competitive nature that's within you, it is reflecting back to you from the outside world, from other people, other organizations. But you're ready for a new path, a new direction. You're also keeping this quiet from your family, from your community that you mingle with. They don't know this part of you. There's an inner part of you, Virgo, that's really starting to blossom, and you've kept this hidden from everyone. Maybe you have a certain reputation that you needed to uphold in your mind. And but I'm getting that that's not what was bringing you happiness at all. If anything, you've been suffering in silence the whole time. And these memories of love, whatever you had sacrificed and gave up and let go, keep haunting you. It's almost like you can't. There's an unsettled feeling I'm feeling from this. And because you're not talking about it, because you're keeping it to yourself, it's causing even more internal suffering. Okay. 4 of Cups and the Judgment card. You're aware that there are other elements to life, that there is magic in life, there are other ways to become excited and feel good about life, but because you gave them all away, you're ignoring what, you know, we always get new opportunities. I feel like you felt very stuck in this choice that you have made. You made a choice, you made a decision to stay true to this group, this organization, this team of some sort. It was very competitive, probably addictive as well. Letting go of your true dreams and hopes that give you that inner peace and love, and yeah, cause a lot of problems. However, this is kind of a wake-up call that you're getting right now. It's that wake-up call from this giant energy shift that we're going through right now. It's almost like you're realizing, I was kind of in this trance or coma. You're like, oh my God, there's vitality, there's life. Here I am. What was I doing? Why was I playing in all of this? You could be contemplating this as well. Still missing out on the magic, though, that's right in front of you, Virgo. So, but you are waking up. It's a wake-up call. And, yeah, you're starting to feel alive. King of Wands. I feel like you're kind of strategizing for a new plan of action for yourself right now. Building up the confidence, building up the trust, the confidence. Building up the confidence to make a change, to go for what you want. Go for what keeps coming back up in your memories of love, in your memories. And you're still not talking about it, though. You're still keeping this all to yourself. Okay, because you still need to, all right, this is, wow, Hierophant at the bottom. This is definitely a great, huge, giant life lesson for you, Virgo, right now, this experience that you're having. This is Chiron, the wounded healer, in action, and Chiron in Aries, just went direct from being in retrograde for a while. Chiron, especially in Aries, brings up all of our childhood traumas, childhood wounds. So you've had a lot of stuff shown to you over the years, over the last 4 or 5 years. You may have ignored them. You may have kept yourself really busy with this organization, this group, this team, this competition. But now you're reflecting. And the Hermit is, you're intentionally kind of pulling your energy back, pulling yourself back to yourself to do that self-reflection, self-understanding. How did I get veered off the path of my heart into this? And understanding all of that. But also, I think your perspective is changing. The way that you viewed all of this is shifting a lot. The Hermit, he's in the dark, but he has a lantern of light that is illuminating new information. And the snake below him is a symbol of transformation. So you are going through a big life change with the Hierophant at the bottom. Okay. All right, Virgo, we're going to pull some moonology to wrap this up for you. Since we just had the new moon in Capricorn yesterday. So that energy is definitely very active as I read this. Lots of great changes coming up, and we're also being shown where we kind of veered off course for ourselves, as well as how we truly feel about certain things in life. A lot of things are starting to make sense. Also with the Judgment card, it's also telling me that the way you misjudged, miscalculated all of this. And maybe we're also placing judgment where it did not belong. Virgo, you also have a tendency to be swayed by others easily. I feel like somebody really swayed you in the direction of this competition for their own purposes, their own intentions, not for you, really. And it also could be something that you're truly starting to realize right now. Virgo. Yeah. You do have a very spiritual connection, Virgo, and it could also be linked to this memories of love. Full moon in Pisces are also emotionally tied to this, but you weren't really balancing that aspect of yourself with the rest of your life. You kind of left it to the side, like, no, I'm not comfortable in that realm. I need to stay here on the ground, Earth Virgo, and stick it out in this competition, in this group, while internally you're suffering in silence and not just going about your day suffering in silence. I mean, balance spirituality with practicality. They're intertwined. They are connected. You don't have to separate the two. Life is spiritual. Nature is spiritual. You are spiritual. All of us are spiritual. There's been some confusion, some misled information to you that you held on to and believed. And that's okay. That happens to us all. Adjustments are required. Yeah. There's a shifting in the way that you're viewing things, perceiving things, understanding yourself, your spirituality with the mundane, with the matrix of the world, the competition, comparison. There's something within your heart that is deeply yearning to move towards what fulfills you, your wishes, your dreams. I think you're still learning right now. But once you finally get a deeper understanding, Virgo, you will be able to really release any judgment, any guilt, any shame, any blame, and let go of what is not working for you anymore. Let go of what doesn't bring you happiness or fulfillment anymore, and move in the direction towards that, what you love, what fulfills you. The energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, this cycle is shifting, it's moving. You're completing a cycle now and moving into the new one. So this must be exactly when this like light bulb moment, aha moment, big shift of energy, big shift in consciousness, big shift within the heart, big shift within your understanding. So that is your reading for the end of 2022, Virgo. It's a great way to end the old cycle. It wasn't bringing you happiness. It was not fulfilling your heart's desire. And it is letting go of the competition, letting go of the comparison, and moving on into the direction of your heart and soul. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Take good care. Happy holidays. Much love to you all. Bye.